Hi guys, welcome again to my channel. I guess you were hoping to see that old guy that's on the thumbnail get featured on this channel. Well, that's not going to happen till the next 40-50 years probably, because I guess that's how I'll look if I happen to be cute when I'm 40 plus 50 years from now. Anyways, today we're looking at the age factor, hence why today's video is titled "Are you too old to learn programming or coding?" whichever word you know it as. So moving straight in, is there actually any field of life these days where age should actually stop you from jumping into? I mean, we're seeing the likes of Kim Kardashian going to law school in her 30s. We're seeing people who started acting way back from when they were kids and they didn't get into the limelight till their 50s, and eventually, like, out of the blues, just one movie makes them millionaires. We see the same in the music business. I've got friends who switched from English philology or French or something else to the tech business, and now they're actually doing pretty well for themselves. This shouldn't really be a problem. Age is not really a factor, and let's even look at the reason why you might be thinking about this in the first place. The major reason why people think about age being a factor that should stop them from going into programming, or age being a factor and then they're thinking about it and it's weighing them down, pulling them back. This is simply because of insecurity. And being honest with you, insecurity, especially in the software industry, it comes in different forms, and this is something you would face pretty much forever till your career ends, because with every milestone you achieve, there is always something missing, and there is always someone by the corner who seems to have it better. And what you start doing is you start seeing their own achievements, and sometimes that could make you to lose focus of your own position or your own point in life. At the moment, currently in the tech industry, there seem to be more self-taught developers and people who went to coding boot camps than actual people who went to study computer science in the university, at least over here where I live. I'm guessing it should be the same in the US. Anyways, moving on. What happens with the people who fall in this category is that you're coming from a different field of life. So you probably dedicated your career previously to something like law or finance or even biology. And then obviously, if you were in this field, you're bound to have reached at least 28, 29, could even be 35 before you get to that point where you're feeling like you're not fulfilling your goals in life. You start feeling unfulfilled. The job doesn't seem like a job anymore. You start feeling depressed about what you do. So in this point, what should you do? Should you sit at a job you don't like, or switch to something else that interests you? Well, programming might be the thing that interests you, and I'm here to tell you that regardless of what age you are like 35, 40. I've seen someone who started learning coding when they were 38, and now like he's pretty doing well for himself. He didn't even have to go to any company to get a job. He started his own company, and now he owns a software agency, does freelancing full-time, supports companies from Australia, companies from USA, UK, and like all around the world. So summing up this video, I'm going to give you some form of illustration. So picture a house here, an old house and a new house. So you have an old structure, and you've got an empty land that is supposed to be for a new structure. Would it be a problem getting both of them to the point where they look beautiful and awesome? Well, no. The new one, obviously, you're building from scratch. The old one, obviously, you're renovating. The main focus here is the old one. So the old one, is there actually any old house that you cannot renovate to get up to the point that you want it to be? I don't think so, unless the house has a fault. In this case, it would be something like you having maybe memory loss or dementia or something. But then again, even if you're dealing with something like this, you're not fit to do any job at all, regardless of whether it's tech that is pretty difficult, or even doing something like being a shop attendant. So on that note, guys, I'm going to round up this video by saying whatever age you're in, 38, 40, 45, it's never too late to pull out those computers and write a line of code. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next week.